The greatest compromise in your life may not be what others expect of you. It may be what you've begun accepting from yourself. When we hear the phrase, don't settle, most of us immediately think about relationships. We think about not settling for disrespect, not settling for dishonesty, not settling for people who don't value us. But today, I want to ask you a different question. Have you been settling for less from yourself? Because sometimes the greatest obstacles to the life we want isn't someone else. It's the quiet compromises we've started making with ourselves. Most compromises don't happen all at once. They happen gradually. You tell yourself you'll exercise tomorrow. You'll finish that project next week. You'll start saving next month. You'll finally set that boundary after one more conversation, but none of those decisions feel significant in the moment. So you keep repeating them. And often enough, they begin to lower your expectations of yourself. And eventually, you stop believing you'll follow through. That's how self trust begins to disappear. Every excuse has a cost. I get it. Life happens. There are seasons when circumstances genuinely make things difficult. This isn't about pretending life is easy. It's about recognizing the difference between a reason and a habit. When every missed commitment becomes another excuse, when every delay becomes I'll do it later, and when every disappointment becomes permission to quit. The cost isn't simply the unfinished task. The cost is that little voice inside you beginning to wonder, can I really count on myself? Which is really a question of self respect. And one of the greatest acts of self respect isn't demanding more from other people, it's expecting more from yourself. Not perfection, it's about consistency, being honest, and keeping your words, taking responsibility when you fall short, and showing up even when motivation is missing. Those quiet decisions build a kind of confidence that cannot be borrowed from anyone else. It comes from knowing you've become someone you can trust. For some of you, maybe it's time to stop waiting to feel ready because that is one of the biggest traps we fall into, believing we'll become consistent once we feel motivated. But motivation is unpredictable. Standards are intentional. People with strong personal standards don't always feel like doing the work. They simply decide that their feelings won't determine their direction. And that decision can make the biggest difference in building the life you want to live. I sometimes imagine my future self looking back at the decisions I'm making today, not in judgment, but encouraging me, urging me to choose what leads toward the life I'm trying to build. It's as if every healthy meal, every difficult conversation, every boundary, every dollar saved, every promise kept, those choices become gifts that I'm sending to the person I'm becoming 5 years from now. This week, I'd like to leave you with one question. Where have you quietly started accepting less from yourself than you're capable of? Don't answer with guilt. Answer with honesty. Then choose one area where you'll raise your own expectations, not because someone else demands it, but because it reflects the woman you're becoming. If you'd like a practical place to begin, download my free self trust reset guide using the link in the descriptions. If this video encouraged you, subscribe and join me each week as we continue building lives rooted in quiet confidence, personal responsibility, and intentional growth. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. Until next time, stay focused, stay intentional, keep moving forward.